My name is Jonas Engström and I'm head of vehicle line management, Cluster 40 cars within Volvo. So, Volvo is on a remarkable journey, launching new cars in a pace never seen before. And we're riding on a very, very strong SUV momentum from the XC90 back in 2015 to the XC60 last year, and now we're launching the new XC40. So, what I will do today is to take you through the story of the XC40. So let's get started. So, the XC40 is an all-new car in a new segment. And that meant for us that we didn't have a blueprint to follow. No previous generation that could possibly restrain us in our thinking and in our innovative. So we took the chance to go out and ask the customers in the compact SUV segment what they wanted in a car like this, what they prioritize and what they don't prioritize. And we learned a lot. So we went to the customers in Asia, in America and Europe, and we conducted hundreds and hundreds of hours of interviews, and we went to see their homes and really understood how these people live and what they like in a car. And the conclusion from all that research boiled down to these 3 points. These customers want expressive design, ingenious storage, and smart technical solutions. And we addressed all these 3 points in the XC40. But the start of the product development lies in the platform. The XC40 is built on a platform called CMA, Compact Modular Architecture. It's an all-new platform and it's developed in Sweden. And this platform comes with many benefits. First of all, it's flexible, which means that we can produce many different cars or top hats on this platform in the future. It's also fully prepared for electrification, meaning that we can have hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and full electrical vehicles. Also, it is prepared for a global manufacturing footprint, which means that we will produce this car in Europe, but at a later point of time we will also be able to produce it in China. But last but not least, the idea of from 60, 90 to 40. And by that we mean that we brought the technologies we developed for the larger cars, for instance the XC90 or the XC60, from the SPA platform into the CMA platform. And this is particularly true for the areas of active safety, support systems, and also user experience. But why XC40 and why right now? Well, the segment in which XC40 will be operating in has seen a tremendous growth over the past years. As you can see here, back in 2010, the global volume of this segment was about 100,000 cars per year. And by 2020, this segment is expected to be some 1 million cars. So for us then, for Volvo, it's of course of great importance that we get our fair share of this segment in order to reach our mid and long-term volume objectives. So the XC40 completes our lineup of luxury and dynamic SUVs. But it was important for us not to just make a scaled-down version of the XC90 or XC60. We wanted to give XC40 its own unique character. Although the DNA is the same as the larger cars, we wanted to be unique with XC40. So you should look upon XC40 as the cousin to the larger cars, rather than its brother or sister. So one of the learnings from the customer clinics was that they wanted a SUV that looks like an SUV and reads SUV. It should be a high seating position, it should be a confident stance, it should have high ground clearance, it should have big wheels. But rather than me telling you about what inspired the design of this car, I will let our lead exterior designer, Mr. Ian Kettle, tell you the story. So, there are a number of design cues that contributes to its expressive design and unique character. And I will point out a few of them to you here. If we start with the front, the XC40 has a so-called powerful sharp nose. You can see it's quite upright and powerful. The bonnet or the hood is an overwrapping style. We call it the clamshell hood, overwrapping the front of the car. The grille has a negative surface, a concave shape. And that very same shape you can find here in the lower part of the doors. And that actually catches the light in a very nice way, and it also brings interest to the side of the car. You may recognize the headlamps, full LED headlamps with the so-called Thor's hammer. Same as in our larger cars, but for XC40 we gave them a more technical look. Also you can see the very distinct profile of the car, and with this sharp kick in the back, which give the XC40 its own expression. Again, the large wheels, up to 21-inch accessory wheels, and the high ground clearance. If you look at the car from the rear, and you can have a look at the car outside later on, you will see that it's slightly wider actually in the rear compared to the front, some 25mm, and that contributes to this powerful stance of the car. So the XC40 comes with a variety of colors and materials. In total we have some 13 exterior colors, and we have a number of interiors as well, as you can see. We have contrasting roof color, so for the R design we offer a black roof, and on momentum trim level we have an optional white roof. We talked about wheels before. We have in total 11 different wheels to choose from 17-inch up to 21-inch. The bold and expressive exterior design has also been brought to the interior of the car. I will point out my favorite things in the interior. First of all, we have two large digital displays. The driver display is a 12.3-inch, which is the biggest in the segment. You recognize this display from the large cars we have, and this display is standard, so it's not an option. Then we have the center stack display. It's a 9-inch touchscreen, again, same technology as in our larger cars. The doors are quite interesting. The door panel here, the upper part, is made of one-piece design. So you can say that this is a Scandinavian, simplistic, yet functional part. Everywhere you touch is soft, and we have incorporated the door handle and the switch pack all in one piece. So it's a very smart, simple way of designing. And then we brought in some contrasting carpet here, which again adds interest to the interior. The third thing I would like to point out is the Deco Panel, as you can see here. Remember I told you about the concave shape of the grille of the car and the door? The same shape that we brought to the interior of the car here. And when you put light to the deco, it really comes to life. Speaking of decos, here our designers have been very innovative. What you see here, called Origin, is a map of Gothenburg, which is a playful nod then to Volvo's hometown. This deco is called Cutting Edge, and this is for the R-Design car. And it has a metallic finish, and it's inspired by our diamond cut wheels. And it gives a very technical look. So, back again to the insight from our research. Our customers were a bit surprised when we asked them if you could see the inside of their cars. And what we found is maybe not so surprising. Do you recognize this? We tend to bring a lot of stuff into our cars. And the challenge then to us was, how can we make good storage solutions for all these things that the customers, it could be phones, cups, wallets, coins, pens, large door pockets where you can fit laptops, 1.5 liter bottles, credit card holders, hidden storage underneath the seat, cup holders of course, place to store and charge your phone. This is a hook for takeaway food, Kleenex box holder, trash bin, and we have more. But we also spend a lot of time to organize the trunk of the car. So the low compartment has 460 liters of cargo space, and if you fold the seats, we have about 1,300 liters in total. So a lot of place to store stuff. A natural part of your digital life. And of course technology should be fun as well. The range system is the Harman Kardon Premium Sound, and it's a 13 speaker system that delivers a powerful 600 watts of music. So it's extremely good. One of the very nice features of the audio system is this little thing we have here. It's a Volvo patented fresh ventilated air woofer. So it brings fresh outside air and pumps it into the cabin and creates a wonderful bass. And what's even smarter, by putting it right here, we were able to remove the mid-range and bass speakers from the doors. And that enabled the very big door pockets you saw. So we created more storage by removing the speaker from the door and putting it here underneath the dashboard with the wireless phone charging or inductive charging. This is compatible with iPhone 8 and above and most Android phones. What we also have done then is to place 2 USB ports right here in the front end of the tunnel if you have additional phones you want to charge. 360 camera. Volvo is synonymous with safety, of course. And again, we took all the safety systems and driver support systems from our 90 series cars and put them into the XC40. So you can say that we have large car safety in a small car. One example is the safety, where we have the newest generation, and this is how it works. It's the pilot assist. This is a semi-autonomous driving system for up to 130 kilometers per hour. And this system is optimized for highway driving, and the system automatically accelerates and brakes the car and always keep in center of the lane. This is the same system as we have in our 60 and 90 cars. The green steering wheel, as you saw there in the display, is the symbol showing that the system is active. And as we always want to stay connected, the XC40 is equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which enables you then to mirror some of the apps in your smartphone. It's also possible to download apps directly to the XC40 in the center stack display. A couple of examples are the Spotify app, which is my favorite. It can also be Google Search and Park and Play. The XC40 is equipped with a digital key connected to the Volvo On-Call system in those markets where we offer Volvo On-Call. With the digital key, there are a number of connected services. One example is the in-car delivery, which is a very convenient way to have your groceries or your parcels or flowers delivered in a secure way directly to your car, which is available then through this digital key is car sharing. And car sharing is a very convenient way to share your car with family or friends without having to physically meet and exchange the keys. We have also invented a new access model, a car access model, that redefines the ownership of a car. We call this Care by Volvo. And this we have launched in 7 European markets so far, plus the US, and there will be more markets to follow, defining the notion of a city SUV experience. And we are very proud to welcome it to the Volvo family. Thank you for your time.